Welcome to Reading Wisdom by the author James Lynch and his ever dutiful note taker, Poeartistry. Hello, perceptive readers. I'm James Lynch, and welcome to another Reading Wisdom. And we're taking this from another page, pages 2 or 3 of the Points of View, you see, from the Gutenberg ebook project that they work on, where the copyright talks about, or the community license talks about, how there's really no restrictions at all, you see, except but maybe where you are living at locally or what have you, which I wouldn't even know about. You know where you live, but all the same. Points of View by the author Agnes Wippeler. And I actually am reading pages 2 to 3 on their website. And so let's continue with this because, I already started with page 1 and I just want to read another couple of sections for you. Okay, so let's pick up where we left off. It is obvious, sighs Mr. Barrell dejectedly, that many people appear to like a drab-colored world, hung around with dusty shreds of philosophy. But it is more obvious still that, whether they like it or not, the drapings grow a trifle dingier every year, and that no one seems to have the courage to tack up something gay. What is more worse, even those bits of wanton color which have rested generations of weary eyes are being rapidly obscured by sombre and intricate scroll work warranted to oppress and fatigue. The great masterpieces of humor, which have kept men young by laughter, are being tried in the courts of an orthodox morality and found lamentably wanting, or else, by way of giving them another chance, they are being subjected to the peine forte et dure of modern analysis, and are revealing hideous and melancholy meanings in the process. I have always believed that Hudibras owes its chilly treatment at the hands of critics, with the single and most genial exception of Sainte-Beuve, to the absolute impossibility of twisting it into something serious. Strive as we may, we cannot put a new construction on those vigorous old jokes, and to be simply and barefacedly amusing is no longer considered a sufficient raison d'etre. It is the most significant token of our ever-increasing sense of moral responsibility in literature that we should be always trying to graft our own conscientious purposes upon those authors who, happily for themselves, lived and died before virtue, colliding desperately with cakes and ale, had imposed such depressing obligation. So we'll stop right there, perceptive reader, and keep in mind that I also took this excerpt and I placed it with this video on the jamespoeartistry.online website, so you can actually see the words that, I may not say them the way that you said them, or probably made up a new word all the same, but hey, you can at least read this excerpt due to the type of words that, has way more syllables, and you may not actually use them every day in your own language. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Take care.